What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade with that NBA news hot topic edition. And we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving getting paid $119 million in the 3-year deal that the Dallas Mavericks and him agreed upon. Irving declined his $43 million player option to sign the new contract. Irving's contract was negotiated by Riley, basically his agent. Irving is currently rehabilitating a torn ACL suffered in February. Irving is going to turn 33 in March, so next season he will be a year older, as everybody else will be too. But he's still in the prime of his career, especially if he can come back and still be able to create separation after the ACL injury, which is tough for some people to do. But he never really been a guy that's predicated on athleticism, and that should be something that can work possibly in his favor. The Mavericks acquired Irving from the Dallas. I mean, the Mavericks acquired Kyrie Irving from, um, at the trade deadline in 2023 and reached the finals in 2024. Irving was an all-star replacement in 2025 and averaged 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So we know how good he is, and they got him from the Brooklyn Nets. And he has been a positive for them. He's a guy that can create his own shot. He's a guy that can hit a three. He's a guy that gets to the basket. He's a guy that can knock down free throws. It's not much things that he can't do on the NBA basketball court. So it's important for them to prioritize one of the best players of this generation, the number one pick in the past. And that shows you how good he's been from the beginning of his career. He was even really, really good in high school. So the odds of him not being great again is low because he loves this game. He plays this game with all the passion and love that he can play it with. And he puts in the work legitimately, and he doesn't make excuses. He doesn't make up things. And on top of that, he's a champion because he's fearless. The guy doesn't fear any moment. He wants the moment, if anything, and he tries his hardest to play the best that he can. I know sometimes people look at him as a defensive liability and a guy that's not the greatest defender, but the things that he does on offense can offset that because he can torch you on the other end of the court very quickly and very fast. But the injury could make him a worse defender too, because ACL injuries do take away your lateral quickness, and that's something that you do need if you want to be a good to great defender in this league, or to even guard your position, because point guards are the fastest and the quickest guys on the court, and if you can't stand in front of them, they're going to blow right past you and get to the mid range or get to the three, because you have to go under the screen, or they would just get all the way to the basket. So that would be the only problem that teams will have with Kyrie is his burst and acceleration and his movement to the left and right. Other than that, he's not going to be perfect. Nobody's built on this earth to be that. And at the end of the day, this is a good move by the Dallas Mavericks. They locked up Gafford. Now they're locking up Kyrie. They know they're the guys that they need to win. They know what their identity is going to be, especially if they take Cooper Flag. That's going to take a lot of pressure off Kyrie to handle the ball and make decisions and to make plays. And of course, AD is going to also do that too. And Klay Thompson is going to help him with the floor spacing, so he'll be able to do his little thing on one side of the court and have a 3-point shooter slash sniper in that corner just to help him out also. So I like, this move. I know you're committing a lot of money to a guy that hasn't been able to prove enough after the injury, but that just shows you how confident they are with how things are going, how things are looking for Kyrie Irving right now in a tough situation that he finds himself in. And they show you that they're still committed to winning with him. And you can't really find too many point guards even on the market right now, even in the draft right now, that's going to be better than Kyrie Irving. That's why they said we might as well commit the time and we might as well commit, the space for Kyrie now, because the odds of us getting somebody better is going to be low. And even a couple of years from now, he's still going to be one of the better players just because of his work ethic. And that's something that we do get and we do have figured out because that's how you get to be the number one pick. That's how you get to be an all-star. That's how you get to be a 20-point scorer. You have to be willing to do the work that other people are not wanting to do or willing to do. And even if they are, you are going to do it longer and better. And that's what make him a one-on-one type of player. We have never really seen the player like Kyrie Irving in NBA history. And he might be a top 100 player of all time just because he's just that good at scoring the basketball and using his handles to get wherever he wants to on the court to be able to put the ball in the basket. And that's something we do know, and that's something that we know is not going to leave his game, even if he suffered the injury that he just did. It's still going to be something he's going to use as a stepping stone to get back to where he needs to be a great player again. And that's all we can really hope for. But this is just great news that, yeah, I got injured. Yeah, I'm not the same right away. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little rusty, but thank y'all for believing in me. Because somebody had to do it, and I'd rather do it with the team that traded for me and helped me get back to the finals without LeBron, Ramon James. And now I have a chance to win again, and hopefully we hear some more news about his injury. Is he coming back in January, February? Is he gonna come back a little earlier? Is ultimately his decision. Like I said, he did get injured in the winter time, so it makes sense why they're making this deal in the summertime because they know more information than we do, which is something that really does make sense for everybody, even the fans. So, February, he got injured. Now he's getting the extension in the summer. They feel like they got 3 great more years with Kyrie under their roster. He's still on a tradable contract too with this deal, so they're not going to be stuck with it. They're not going to have it forever, even if it does blow up in their face a little bit. But if it doesn't, you do get a guy that fits well with the roster that you have, right now, and he can continue to help you be on a championship level because he was playing better than Luka sometimes in that run in the finals run they had last year. And that's something that's crazy because Luka has been one of the best performers in basketball the last couple years. And Luka was apologizing to Kyrie Irving for not being able to do what he needs to do on the court. And it just shows you how great Kyrie is. He's smaller, he's more little in stature, but he still was able to perform at a high level when they needed him to, even though they had some trouble with Boston and a lot of the things they couldn't really do to the Celtics that they were doing other teams. That's something that they answered with trading for Anthony Davis and getting Klay Thompson and still wanting to pay PJ Washington the $88 million that he might be worth because he's been playing a whole lot better with the Mavericks compared to every other team that he's ever been on. And I think that might continue too. And that's why a lot of people look at you know, the Dallas Mavericks as contenders in the Western Conference, even though they haven't been able to prove it yet or show it yet. It's just the talent that they're amassing on paper. It just matters that much. It really hasn't just been that crazy. And it actually is reality and realistic to make some of these moves and get them done. And that's why the Mavericks have been one of the best ran organizations in the last 30 years, just because they know how to stay relevant. They know how to make moves. They know who to build around, know how to get to start, and they know how to continue to do success with them. So, other than that, I'm just going to say hopefully Kyrie comes back really good. He got paid his money. That's one less thing he has to worry about. That's one thing he has to stress about. He's going to have a spot in this league. That's one thing you have to worry about either. And now they just want him to get healthy, and now they just want him to put in as much work as he can to build that confidence back in that leg, to build that confidence back in his shot, build that confidence back in his handles, and build that confidence back with his teammates. And they'll be A-okay, and they don't really have to stress themselves and worry about that anymore because that's just something you figure out day by day and take it day by day also, so you don't really have to be too hard on yourself or just too worried. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage too. Not only that, thanks for watching. Thank y'all for supporting the channel in the past, the present, and even in the future. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back and stay subscribed and continue to watch. Thank y'all for continuing to understand that I'm only making these videos because y'all watch them. Y'all love watching them. I love making them. And that's a 50-50 reason why I'm still going strong and still doing this 10 plus years later is because we do have that relationship that is very important and very amazing. And it's the trinity of why we've been working hard: YouTube, me, and y'all. That's what's most important. That's the reason why this channel is so strong. And that's why this channel is very, very good as a pioneer channel for NBA only content and basketball only content too. I'm one of the very few channels that do it, and I'm still doing it at a high level, and I'm still doing it at a fun level too, and I'm still enjoying it and loving it at the same time. That's why I'm in the studio as much as I can be throughout the day and every day that I could be at it. And that's very, very good to see that y'all see that, y'all recognize that, y'all love it. Other than that, I love y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed y'all weekend. Hope you all enjoy y'all weekday. Thank y'all for continuing to make time for me and enjoy the time that we spend together. And I do love the fact that we have been supporting each other, and the habits that we have in a good way is still being built upon. This has been one of the most consistent years on this channel, and I have to thank y'all for continuing to consistently watch everything that I've basically been putting out also. And that's one reason why we should keep trying to make it 2025 a better year than 2015. And that's one of the goals, if not the only goal for this channel this year, is to get that done and get that accomplished. And I'm looking forward to more and many more days and years with y'all if it's meant to be and willing to be, because I have over 3,000 videos that's already on this channel that y'all can watch and enjoy. Plus I upload basically every single day that I'm living, and that's what I'm going to continue to try to do. I'm going to continue to try to make that as a priority as much as I can the next couple of days and the next couple of years, hopefully. Other than that, I'm gone for now. Y'all stay blessed up, and see you guys later today or tomorrow. Either way, it's going to be craziness in the draft. It's going to be craziness in free agency for the next couple of days. So stay tuned. I got more analysis coming your way with these things to be covered and giving my analysis on those situations and things. Plus, y'all can watch the NBA draft with me tomorrow if y'all choose to, and that should be a fun experience for y'all and me. So let's continue to find ways to get this channel on and popping even in the future. And I don't want that to die down or stop anytime soon. Other than that, I'm gone for now. Y'all stay blessed up. Peace, and see y'all hopefully in the future.